Oh, cat ball. All right. Test. Test. All right, that's working. Sorry. Getting microphone checks. Good. Clear. All right. Welcome. I believe that this is the PSy Tai Podcast, and you are here. So welcome. Hey, I'm your guy, Santai. This episode today is brought to you by the Just Tainow website, www.justtainow.com. Catch up on all the latest podcasts. Check out the hoodies, the gear, the shirt, a bunch of different shirts from the Flower Tai, Tying with Sora, Dragon of Tai, the Take a Bite Out of Life Tai Ventures, the Tai Ventures, the Tussle Tula Bay Out of the Blue is just the book right for you. They've got awesome NFTs, physical art stickers, and other episodes related to VR, NFTs, and games. Psychedelic Rapture, Real Talk News with King Guys. Shoutouts to King Guys. True Life Stories. Be sure and join the group. Create a profile. Post alongside other members with similar interests. Or create a new interest that people start getting a grip of because you thought about it. Hey, it's all here. It's all here. So join and I'll see you there. Whoop. There we go. Got another camera today. Using the phone with the virtual background. So yeah, I can move more around and stuff like that. But if any difficulties as we go along, just let me know. But in the meantime, welcome to the show. Just Tainow. Just think about it. A place where we can bind our mind with our heart. See what our gut, mind, is saying. Connect all those three circles. And presto magical. Let whatever come out. Just come on out. Hey, Velvet. Yeah, you finally did catch it live. They don't be sending out notifications like that. But we here. We are here. Hey man, there's so many things your phone can do that that we're not even aware of. I bet. These phones, like I'm using the mess out of this iPhone. There it is. Getting this chat box in there. So putting everything together. Yeah, everything is quite fair. Just getting things started still. And now let me share this page out and we can kick into the main show. Go to the main stage. Everyone, be live with it. All right, yeah, a million ways. Spark up something. Y'all get to hear this? Hold on, my bad. I was trying to fix the speaker. I just fucked it all up. Wow. Yo, hold a second. That's wild. I was just using my camera while it was on the charger, my phone. And that son of a thing decided to die on me. But good thing we got two cameras. But that thing literally did just cut off for me. Yo. Right as the show starts. What? That's wild. Hold on, where is it? As long as y'all can hear me. There it goes. We back. This means now I gotta set this up. I think I do this every day. So I know exactly how to do it. Go on this Corona key. Bang, bang. Get out the green. You know what I mean? Stay in between. I got a lot of good things coming. So thank y'all for still hanging around. Move this. No. Bring this out. There we go. There we go. And that's what years of doing this every day does. Let me check the lighting. Look, I'm a light bright. I'm glowing my avatar form. But that means I'm gonna have to get rid of. There it goes. One more thing, and then we going. Then I'm really back for real. All right. As the new technologies come along, we're gonna stay testing them. We're gonna stay with the best of them, doing what we can. Hey, shouts to Black Witch. Shouts to the Black Fit Witch. Exile 13. Hey, good day, good day. He said those extraterrestrials. Yeah, man. It just be happening out of nowhere. I'll be ready. And they be like, oh, you thought so. Let me throw another test in your way. See what you learned. I'm like, hey, man, I'm a student in this. I got this. We got this. One more thing I got to do is bring this down so the words are underneath of me. All right. Back to where we was at. All right. Open up the Discord as well. Now, this is garbage I'm trying to do. A million ways to die, a million ways to fly, a million ways to get high. There's a million ways to fly, a million ways to die, a million ways to get high on the tide side. There's a million ways to die, there's a million ways to lie, a million ways to say that you always fly. But I'm like, I don't know why I always want to die. In my life, man, I don't know why I thought that or said those things, but I was like, I was in that ring. Hold on a second. I'm still thrown off from that fuck. I'm trying to get it together from the fucking iPhone died. Like, stuck on the screen. I just gotta forget about that. Alright, the Discord is open. There we go. Shouts to Vitamin E. Remixing it. I'm gonna throw this back because I actually got something. I actually didn't believe I got something. Well, let's go. To having some fun. I don't know what these shows about. There's a million ways to tie it all together. Then why do I feel not clever in any weather? I guess I gotta get all my shit together. Man, that's life. Oh, that's life. You know what it is, a million ways to fucking die. You know what it is, a million ways to fucking lie. You know what it is, a million ways to tell the truth. You know what it is, a million ways to display proof. You know what it is in this infinite reality. In these realities is where you fucking find me. I'm a copy, a clone, but I'm never alone. If you know what I mean. I got all y'all people in between. Are y'all my imagination? Are all y'all fucking real? I think it all depends on how I fucking feel. But when it comes to be revealed, I touch you and I know that I know that I know that I know. I'm just saying shit. Alright. Hey, XL. Got anything? That's what this room is for. Just to relax. You never know how much tension you got in the beginning of the day until you start talking about it. Until you start existing. People try to set me up to fail, but I'm on my feet and I'm always going to prevail. Cause I'm used to always walking around a hill. You say that's that fire, that's just my desire. I'll say that shit, then you probably call me a liar. Cause one day I say this, and one day I do that. But that's just how it is, cause I gotta pay my tax. To who, to what, I think it's to God. But down here, I'm just living in pride. But I do what I gotta do just to survive. Cause I'm with my bro, exile, in high. We be rolling up, growing all them trees. But best believe we on the mushrooms, yes. That was my best guess, that was my next word. And it was the thing that I said. Cause I was in my bed dreaming. I was in my bed dreaming. She was in my bed creaming, you know what I mean. But I was just dreaming. Was it real? Was it real? That's how I feel. I was on top of clouds. I was on top of mountains. All that money I was counting. Man, I got that magic in the palm of my hand. And it is bigger than just being a man. I'm a fucking spirit. Did you fucking hear it? I don't fucking fear myself. I don't need your help. But I probably do when the time comes. When the time comes, I got that gun. That means my bros and my sisters beside me. We always do that shit cause they always ride for me. They always die for me. Create our own economy. When you know that you know that you know. Hey, my man. Let me switch this over through my headphones. I'm in anime. There we go, and then switch it back so y'all can still hear on YouTube. There we go.
Yeah. When you know that you know that you know, yeah.
We know.
When we know, they know that we know, they know, we know.
That's a trippy situation. You can't even get yourself out of that one.
Exile started it.
No, Ty started it.
That's true.
I don't know who started. I just jumped in the flow.
Do we really, Ty? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Somebody started this. That's
It's
cool.
over here. How's it going today? Driving around, wild man?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm at Steamer Lane. We're gonna go check the waves. Me and my little baby Booshka.
Oh. Hey, that beach you be showing off seem like a prime location. That thing is always people there. Always always sunny.
Yeah, Steamer Lane, this lighthouse, man, it's a point. It's like a magnet for all the energy to come here and party. It's like a, what do you call those points on the earth that are
The ley lines?
Yeah, it's one of them spots. I think it's one of those holy ley line spots. It's like a Bermuda Triangle, a connection of points. Like the lighthouse is here, but the lighthouse, it's just it could be a pyramid. Maybe there's an underground, maybe there's something underneath us. I don't know, but I'm at the light, and the lighthouse is shining, and it's a beautiful spot. And Steamer Lane, surf's always good. The people are always stoked. The surfer is always coming out to shred.
Hey,
This
what
is
kind
like,
of board you got?
oh yeah,
saw
I got this long board, 9-footer.
Nice.
I got the boogie board piece in the back when we want a boogie woogie. And this place is so authentic and unique because most surf spots, you roll up to the beach and you paddle out to the beach, but this is it's like a cliff and a point and this cove little situation where everyone along the cliff side can look down at all the surfers, and the surfers are like, it's kind of like a coliseum. The surfers are the warriors down there battling the waves, and the spectators are all sitting in all the seats up here on the cliff, just watching at the gladiators as they battle.
Battle the oncoming waves, no matter what it brings.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
I like that feeling. I like that.
Yeah.
Because we all in this together. Even when you feel like you in the ocean alone, right? Somebody there.
Oh yeah, and it's all healing. Like it's not. We're not battling to the death. We're battling for life out here. This is beauty. Everyone's loving it. It's all exercise. It's all the positive. What do they call those? Ions in the salty air from the beach. It makes you happy just to breathe that salty ionized air. It's biologically, physiologically, like an antidepressant. Just breathing in that fresh ocean air. That's some Ralph
Warm
Smart
ocean
stuff.
breeze.
Breathing in that beautiful ass prana, baby. Take that.
Please don't die on my headphones. But yeah, that's cool. I never been surfing before. Never been, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, Blackfit, what you said? What's the weather like in Cali? It looked just like where Wild Man Ninja is for me. It's about to be like 65, 70 degrees today.
Gorgeous out here. Gorgeous.
But no, I'm happy that I'm able to take place and do these kind of things.
Over out in the grass.
Thanks for sharing. Hey, Exile, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Just chilling, man.
Out there in the desert. Do you live like in the desert, or you like live in the city part?
The city.
City? All right, cool. Every time I think of Arizona, I just think it's like all sand and mountains.
It's like the sun's like right there though today. Like every day the sun's like right there. We're on the exact other side in Phoenix from the pyramids. If you like put a pole through the earth,
Oh,
we're on the exact other side.
I know what you mean.
No shit, I didn't know that.
I used to think about that. You just reminded me. What if I used to think when I was a kid, if I kept digging, I'll eventually be in China. And I think I actually tried it before to dig it the deepest hole I ever could with whatever supplies I had. I was like 7.
Oh yeah, I still say that. Dig into China.
But that is a cool connection.
Even though the Earth's flat.
Hey, it makes it even easier. More complicated. Use the charger right there, please. Close the door. Huh?
Here we go. ¿Cómo está, Matías?
The one that's against the wall out there.
Right, we've entered the tie zone. We had some problems on the entry. We forgot the code at the front door, but we're working on it.
Hey, Big Chill.
What's happening, brother? What's going down?
I know.
I think your setting. Something's up with the setting.
Hey, Matías.
Certain people were trying to get in. They couldn't get in. MM3, I think, might be blocked from your server. You might want to unblock him. He thought maybe I blocked him the other day.
Oh, I think we fixed it.
They fixed it? Okay, all
Yeah,
right,
I
cool.
added a verified channel on the Discord, so people that just get in there, like you click the mushroom reaction, and then it'll do this bot stuff to make sure that you verified in there. I did a bunch of people manually because I didn't know if it was going to work, so I had to get the OGs in here already. Hey,
So you got
Rance.
that Just Tai spyware in all of our devices, right on. Cool, right on. I agree. No, just kidding.
Nah, it's about building the system up, building roles, characters. You can get leveled up and stuff. Because it was something Big Chill I was running across. I was listening to Jordan Pearson, and he was on Joe Rogan, and he said something so interesting. You can't have freedom, or what is your thoughts on this? Can you have freedom without constraints? So, like, say, we was playing a game, and right now I said it's your move. So right now it's your move. What are you going to do?
Yeah, if there was no
The way
restraints, no
the
borders,
way
then freedom, there wouldn't be a freedom because it's all free kind of thing. There would already be freedom. Freedom needs restraints, needs restrictions, needs repression. You know what I mean? But without
Yep.
it, then you're free. So if you're free, is there still freedom? I see what you're saying. So yeah, I believe if there's no restrictions, then yeah, there's no need for freedom because you are free. You're free without the dumb. Because freedom is just you're free, but you're dumb free, so you're free dumb. Take away the dumb, and you're just free. I'm just saying. Just
I was I was when you said dumb like that, I was thinking about dome. Like if you add an E to
Dome.
it, like you in a free dome.
Free dome. Take the dome out of it, and you're free. That's why the second part of the word restricts the truth of the word. You know what I mean? Because there's truth in everything, but it's got to be surrounded by lies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes add letters, sometimes add words. But when you add shit, it totally changes everything. Because you go from being free, then adding 3 letters, now you're talking about being restricted and condemned and searching for something now that you already have, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan Pearson, when he was bringing it up, he said he was saying the example of like if you tell somebody now is your move, like what move are they going to make? Like if we was playing chess, then you can even think of, hey, I'm gonna put my shoe on here on the chessboard, or I gotta move the pawn 2 spaces or something. Like you got something to work with to navigate, or else you're just like, well, I could, like, what am I supposed to do? Or in my circumstance, I would still do anything. I say blah 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 blah. Like you said anything. Like you can't walk around doing that to everybody.
Your moves, like chess, your moves might be limited. You think it's not, but it's only a certain amount of equation that you can go by with chess. But in life, the moves are infinite. You know what I mean? Your move isn't necessarily left, right, up, and down.
Start playing that 5D chess.
Yeah, your next move could be the move. You know what I'm saying? Or the next move could be the one that is not the move and you move towards the wrong direction, the black hole or something. You know what I'm saying? Like too close to the sun, like Icarus.
Burn your wings.
That's what I'm saying. Well, same thing in chess, right? You think, okay, great, I see this. Fuck, won this move here, checkmate. And then you do that, and then boom, bam, he flips it over, checkmate on you because you were blinded. You were like, oh, fuck. I focused on that when I didn't see that, but it was there because chess is only so many fucking calculated moves. You know what I'm saying? Master chess people just replay the chess game at every time in their head when the next move that person does, they've already played the game, and then if they do that next time or that is going to do that like it's fucked up, but some people can comprehend. It's like reading cards, but it's reading chess. Like not everybody can do that, but most people can learn how to read cards. But to read chess, it's like oh fuck, what is it? What did the guy tell me? Like a couple 100,000 calculations. But just like learning in alcohol the different drinks you make, the Russian family, the this family, the that family, and it categorizes the drinks you learn. So the first day at bartending school, you learn to make 400 drinks. You're like, never, I don't even know how to make 10, but you do. It's the formula that they teach you how to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I took
Your
chess
fucking
class
brain.
when I was in high school. I used to take it as
Yeah,
an
and it's
after school
memory.
class.
Yeah, same thing. I was in the chess club too. It's memory, man. It's memory. Like, it's so much, man. It's fucking chess is wild. I mean, I don't think there's too many people out there that can play every game in their head.
Yep.
There's people out there that beat the computer, right? Computer, that Russian one's supposed to be unbeatable. They fucking beat that shit. Even that new computer they made with the Chinese game. Yeah, it beat the guy the first time, but then the human learned how to trick the computer, and the human won the second fucking time. Now, the third time, they enhanced the fucking computer so you couldn't fucking lose, and it came to a draw. And then the third
Mm-hmm.
time, the computer won. The fourth time, it won, and now it always wins. That O, that big fucking, they did it like last year. And
Yeah,
now
it's
it
constantly
analyzed
gonna be
every.
learning.
Yeah, man. But
Here we
the
go.
second game, the human was smart, and the human seen a glitch in the computer and took advantage of it. Wasn't really the computer's fault. It was more a programmer's fault, right? But still, the human mind manipulated the situation, which was something that it's not cheating because there was no cheating in it. It was man against machine. Whatever the man could do to beat the machine was what it was. And the
Mm-hmm.
machine only had what the man can do to analyze the stuff too. So you think it was limited. But by the third time the machine was learning, especially after the machine lost, it didn't understand that it lost and then it fucking tied, but it should have won. And it's like the machine wanted the human to win. It was the weirdest thing because it was almost like some emotion that technology was showing. It was fucked up. When I watched the documentary, I know the scientists saw it too. And it almost showed emotion, and they couldn't believe because it wasn't in there, whatever.
Real, real
Whether it
big
was
deal.
whether it was a mistake that something was done, regardless, the computer witnessed it also, so it learned off it.
Is
So
this
to
that
me, it
move?
was a form of emotion, bro. The computer showed
Yeah.
emotion and
Hey.
allowed to make a
Is this that
mistake.
that documentary? What's it called? Like it's that move. It's that documentary about deep learning or the big that what's that? It's not chess.
Yeah,
It's
that
that
Chinese game. I forget the name of it. Yeah,
Go
that's a documentary I'm talking
Go.
about.
The game's called Go,
Go, yeah,
Oh
that's the
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not
It
go,
is.
go.
and
You
then
Yeah.
the
rung my bells
documentary about
too.
The Korean guy that tried to play him, and then he beat the Korean guy, and then he went and played the world master Korean guy, and there's 5 games, and he only won one of them, and the one that he won was this really crazy move, and they called it like move 47 or something like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But the computer let him do it. The computer
yeah,
let him do it. It let him. They didn't understand why the computer did this. And the one guy was saying that they can't say it, but it
yeah.
almost showed a sign of emotion. And that blew my
It was
mind. I was
emotion.
like,
Yeah,
yo,
it
but
wanted
nobody
him to
taught the
win
computer.
at least once.
Bro, and it's just a program. These guys are saying no, it's just a program. They feed into the specs and they feed it like because they think they control it, but no, that
It's
that
alive.
program is live. Yeah, man.
No, that's
Yeah,
just what they said in the documentary. They know what they doing.
yeah.
The
There's two
programmers and
documentaries. There's
shit.
the follow up. There's the follow up one too, where they talk to like all the scientists and the programmer. Like, yeah, that's it. Go, the game Go, man. Yeah, that fucking
Go.
Asian.
I saw
I
that
never played
documentary.
Go. Yeah, my father played that game, man. English people play that, but I don't know.
Apparently,
Canadian.
it's
I
used
never seen that.
in
My
No, I
kids
Asia,
never
know it.
played it either.
Korea, and China.
But no, they were saying in the chat,
It's an
how was
advanced Chinese checkers and Daejeon,
Yeah.
whatever that one is. My son knows it, and my daughter. I never even heard of it until I seen that
I
documentary,
can't
and I
even
asked them
see
about it.
that.
They're like, "Oh yeah,
Hold
I
on, I gotta
play it."
blow this up.
I'm a
Right?
There we go.
I'm like X generation, so I never knew about it, man. They're like, "Oh yeah, Dad, we know all about it. I saw it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm just
Oh,
they
yeah,
already knew all this shit. I don't know it. I'm like, I'm just learning. I just saw a video. And they're like, "Oh yeah, Dad, the computer fucking beat the."
Yeah,
I'm like,
this
"Oh,
what people growing up with. So that then when the kids start want to build things, they gonna be going off this type of information that is like this is already possible. So then they
well,
can go
apparently when
even
it was
farther with it.
happening, it was all over the news. It was the biggest thing. Like my kids were telling me, Dad, when the guy was playing against the computer, it was all on the internet, all on the news. It was a big thing, man against machine. I'm like, I never heard about it until I seen the documentary.
Hmm.
I'm like,
yeah,
I
I
don't
feel the same
remember it.
way.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
they
I was
got that.
doing.
They got a lot
Our
more
generation's
studies
like
too.
our generation's kind of disconnected from that. Yeah, I didn't
I
know
know.
about it until I saw the documentary too.
Yeah,
Mm.
I never had a fucking clue. And then I started doing references on the news, and yeah, it was all on the news, and they reported because I get science papers and shit, but I don't know why I didn't hear about that. I just didn't. I didn't
Yeah,
hear about that fucking thing.
But
I'm
what
like, fuck
is
yeah.
emotion? Is emotion like a reaction to a feeling or to an experience? Or
It's a
do it
whole
come
bunch of
before
electrical pulses.
the experience?
Or
It's
Mm.
a
during the
mathematical
experience.
formula, bro. It's all
Yeah,
math.
because is feelings different than emotions?
Do you think that the AI felt bad and kind of wanted the human to win at least one game, and that's what it was experiencing? Is that emotion right there? Is like sympathy? Like, here, I'll let you win one time.
Yeah,
Yeah, hey, once they has the
but didn't the one guy
capability to
said like
speak
the
like
guy
that.
that
Like picture, it was what was that? Jeff Bezos. He said he was going to program Alexa more in the future to have a sense of humor and stuff. So you never know.
Yeah, it could
but
be a
once they put them in those Korean, you see those Korean and Chinese robots, man, the
yeah.
fucking real
Oh, with
life
the fake
ones, now they're
skin,
working
with
on
the
their
wax
face.
skin and stuff.
No, the whole body ones, not the ones that fucking Will Smith and Lawrence Fishburne talk to, whatever, man. I'm talking the one that's like a full human. She can walk around, make you tea. She can give you a massage.
Well,
Like she's fucking
Now
not
you
just
gotta
the
post a
head
link. You
with
gotta
the
post a
glow
link
in
to
the
that
dark.
one.
Yeah, check it out. China, Korea, man. I forget her name.
ex
What do you call
machina.
her?
That's like a
Forget her
movie. That's the
name.
ex machina.
But I
Machina.
just seen the video the other day of her like walking around, and the man was talking to her. They're working on emotional. They have um, I don't know how many muscles. I don't want to say a couple hundred or 50 or 60, but they're doing advancements on different servers in the facial features to show more facial emotions because they still have that. But she can smile and go different. But this one looks fucking scary. The one that Will Smith talks to, she don't really smile and she looks a little,
No,
scary
that's
too.
the
But
one
this
that they
Korean
bringing
one,
around the world and stuff. That's the one they trying to
yeah, the
showcase.
Korean one
Sophia.
that's like
That's
the
the
human,
names.
bro.
Sophia.
That's her Sophie. I don't know if this one's called Sally. I don't know what the other one from Korea is called. I forget.
You
But
know
they're
that
actually
comedian
humanoid
Whitney Cummings?
robotics, bro. Full body robots, full body. And they're even talking about that, they have body parts, bro. Like they have sexual organs so that the male masters can use the females and the female masters can use the male ones. It's sick. But Asian people always like to put the sexuality, even though they don't advertise it like Hollywood in America, but all of their shit is very sexual out there. And if they're
But
Oh
making
yeah, it
robot
is.
maids, you're gonna
remember
have sex with them.
that comedian Whitney Cummings? She made her own robot,
Oh
and
yeah, gave
now
it to her boyfriend.
well, she's using it like as a replacement for her. She doesn't have to go up on stage. She sends her robot on stage and does her whole comedy act for her.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I was
Well, I
just
mean,
seeing when she was on her stand up and she was talking about she gave it to her boyfriend to see what he would do with it.
right? Well, I think she's onto something. She's like trying to get it to be like the way that she can use her personal robot, and like use it to go do podcasts and all these things, and she's basically jumping. She's like moving. She's 5 steps ahead. I mean, everyone's gonna want their own personal robot to go make money for them, and she's like already doing that for her.
You ever see the robots? You don't
Whitney
need to make
Cummings
them do your
is
stand
legit. I
up.
watch her podcast a lot.
Yeah, she's cool as fuck. She's into ketamine and
Go,
stuff too.
Yeah, she wrote a lot
go
more
even
shows
beyond
than I
that,
knew
man.
she ever did.
She
She was
loves
a big
ketamine.
producer.
Even
You
to
can
like
tell
the
by her hair.
hologram. Even to like the hologram status, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what
Oh
Keanu
yeah, I was
Reeves and
thinking
that
that,
chick
Big
from
Chill,
Matrix.
about the
Yeah, Keanu Reeves
holograms,
was
and
talking about that.
people
Yeah,
have
man.
it. Imagine you have you want to do a show, and then like you want to perform as 10 different places at the same time. So you just somewhere
Well,
on one
you
stage,
seen that
so you can
interview.
really capture the energy, and then they just hologram it to the other stages across the world.
Hologram.
You see that interview with fucking Trinity and fucking Neo, man. But
What
Keanu
about it?
Reeves and the
I
character
seen a
when
couple of
she
them.
was, yeah, when they're talking about it, and the one where he's talking about the holographic shit, and he says like 20 years ago when they first came out, he was smart. He got some really good advice, and
Oh
he
yeah, he copyrighted
copyrighted
his
his
shit.
digital imagery. So he's
Mm-hmm.
saying like, and he was talking about now in the future, it isn't like it now, but they were just open mind discussing it and how where you're going to be able to lease out your hologram and you don't have to go do these movies and you don't have to go do these stunts because now the hologram digitally will be better formation than even real life. So
And they
basically,
was in
and it
on.
can be, yeah, and it could be you in your 30s, it could be you in your 40s. And then he's talking to the producer off camera and he's like, hey, hold on. Will that also work for pornos? And he's like, yo, I'm lucky that I copyrighted my image because now these porno people will be able to go and make holograms of celebrities and make pornographic films without having their permission. So enough of the celebrities now that once they heard that shit and they knew anything Cano does, they're doing. So they're copywriting their digital imagery. You understand?
Yeah, people
Like,
should have been doing
yeah,
that
you
because they
have to.
came out with the you know what deep fakes are? They've been doing that with porn against celebrities and putting
You
people
see?
faces on it. So that
Yeah.
technology is gonna get more involved, even with politicians and stuff like that. So the way to keep our ear open is spot out who really saying what in the future. They can be like, oh,
You know what?
the president always did was like 20 people, so we're gonna make a hologram of them, and now we're gonna just say that it's the president talking, but it's really 20 different people.
And look, that Tupac hologram from 10 years ago at Coachella, that was crazy. That was wild.
That
But
was
the
so wild.
hologram technology is so much
That blew
more right
people
now. It's like
minds.
That was
real.
10
Yeah,
years
that one.
ago.
But it was a
10
little
years
stiff. It was a
ago.
little stiff. It was about 10 years, right?
Dang,
Wasn't that?
yeah. Yup, imagine nowadays.
Imagine what they got.
Yeah, now it's
They
like
just
real
now
life
just
shit.
waiting.
It was a little stiff, but it was cool. It was wild, but there are better ones now. You can see it's not like even though that wasn't stiff, it looked real life. But compared to nowadays holograms they have, it's fucking
Oh,
crazy.
you well said deep fakes would be used to make people that never existed. Yeah, and they gonna have all these different personalities and stuff based off of. I'm thinking like regular AI and stuff based off what we already upload to social media and everything. And you saying actors all in a movie played by AI. Yep. So living so
So that means you'll wake
lifelike.
up.
They already
Yeah,
pay
man.
extras like the cheapest thing, like just the extra. So soon that's going to be like an extra
Yeah,
AI make it.
you're gonna wake up in your house, and because you paid to lease Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, Halle Berry, you're gonna wake up in your house, and they're all gonna be living in your house. But they're gonna be holograms. Like legally, you leased them, but maybe illegally you got the bootleg version of them, man.
You know, I'm gonna find a way.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, yo,
Jailbreak
who's
it.
real? Oh, she's not real. Oh, my wife, she's real. But these guys are better. Fuck her, man. I'd
Oh,
rather live with the holograms.
did you see yo, I was going to touch on that. Did you see South Park COVID special?
No, man, who wants too much South
Um
Park, man? I'm a fucking boomer, bro. Boomer X.
I gotcha.
I'll check it out now
And
you're talking about.
but in it though, Stan's dad. Well, no, it's not Stan's dad because Stan grew up to be as old as his dad. But he had an Alexa that showed herself as a hologram, and he was talking to Alexa like it was his wife. He's like, "Shut up, Alexa." He's like, "Just turn the channel." He's like, "Why are you?" And Alexa's like, "Why are you always so upset?" And she was like feeding ads to him in between. He said, "Well, since you mentioned that, I just saw a deal on blah 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 blah." And he's like, yeah, just put it on my order. I'll order that." And he's like, "Ordering now," and then went back to being like the Alexa, but then would have a whole girlfriend like personality. And Stan's dad was mad at him. He's like, "See, I told you was never gonna get a girlfriend, and now you."
Hey, but bro, due to cross-platforming, guaranteed guaranteed. I mean, 100% that that's going to happen. Guaranteed. Because once we get all the holograms in our houses and shit, and people are going to want to like not just go into the VR world, but bring the VR world into our world. It's not just going into the metaverse. People got it twisted because there's all kinds of, I see things a
Talk
little
about
different.
it.
You know what I mean? But
Uh-huh.
fucking, it's not just going into the VR world. We're going to be bringing the VR world into our world. You want to see a
Yup.
dinosaur in your house? You want to have an elephant? You want to have a pet lion or a tiger? It's going to be a hologram of a lion and a tiger. So it's not just going to be people like, oh, people are going to get worried and disappear into the virtual realm and come out. No, no. This is like cross-platform shit. This is dimensions and parallel universes colliding. This is what people are talking about. The multiverse is a verse, a multiverse, a universe of multi-choices, infinite amount of possibilities. Now, we're not just going to be able to go in it, we're going to be able to combine it with ours through holographic technologies, through robotics, personalities that you've learned to love in the VR world that maybe aren't real, that are not just other people, but AIs. You're going to be able to take that AI and put it into your robot or put it into your hologram and communicate with this character, not just in the VR world, but in the real world. Like it's going to say to you, yo, man, we should jump on the game. And you're like, yeah, but we cool here because maybe you only play the game to socialize with certain peoples. And now even those peoples, your good friends like me and Booker and different peoples, yo, we're going to be in your house too, Ty.
Not yet.
We're
But I'm
going to
gonna
be
move it
there.
though.
Not as an AI, but as
Yeah.
me here right now. My hologram sensors is going to sense being at your fucking place. You know what I mean? The future is going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. It's not just like people are saying, oh, in this VR world. And man, it's everything, man. And when you see how things combine and how they evolve together, especially when they have common denominators, common factors that automatically attract them together because it just makes fucking sense. You know
Hey,
what I mean? It just
I know
makes
you
sense.
said I
Flying
know you said you
planes,
were
flying cars.
but I know you said you were yeah, to make that it don't make sense about because I know you said you were a boomer X. But I grew up watching this show called
No, I'm
Digimon.
just almost 50
Uh
years old. So certain things I
but
miss, like Powerball Z. I bought a lot of this stuff for my kids. Pokemon.
Powerball
I
Z.
bought a lot of stuff for my kids, but I never watched Pokemon.
Right. Powerball Z.
Or whatever it's called, man. What's it
That's
called?
just
How was that?
Whatever it's
Powerball.
Is
called.
that
See,
like
I'm
a
a boomer, man.
translation or something?
What's it called?
It's out
Not
on
Powerball Z or
Dragon
How
Ball
was
Z.
Dragon
Dragon Ball
Ball Z.
Z.
You see? I don't
Yeah,
fucking know.
I
Spend thousands of
got.
dollars. Spend thousands of dollars on it. You know what I mean?
But yeah. But I grew up watching this show called Digimon, and it was
No clue.
about these kids that went into the digital world. But then, as the seasons progressed, the Digimon came to the physical world, and I always thought that as the coolest, like topsy turvy thing as a kid. And now, like with the technology as you describing it right now, people going to see how that's going to become a reality. Like the
Oh yeah.
people, the things people falling in love with digitally is going to become so-called physical and, and walk around right with you and stuff. Because there's a lot of people
And that,
that's
yeah.
already falling in love with holograms and video game characters and cartoons and things like that. Imagine if they was able to walk around their house or stuff like that.
The
Or
first
walk
court
around
case,
anywhere
the
you
man
go
wants
because
to
the
marry.
5G is everywhere. Or
You know what's
10G.
gonna happen? The man's gonna want to marry his robot, or he's gonna want to marry his hologram. People gonna think it's
No,
weird,
fuck a
but he's in
dragon.
love,
Fuck a dragon.
so let
Fuck
him
a dragon.
marry his hologram.
I fuck dragons every day. I fuck dragons every day. Like 5 or 6 of them every day. What sex do you have? I say I have sex with dragons.
All day.
All day, gonna walk around with a power pack, and you're not gonna know who the fuck's real until you really like touch somebody and be like, or you bump into them. Oh, that's your hologram. Oh shit, man. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, buddy goes to the washroom. Buddy goes to the washroom and leaves his hologram at the bar, and you're like talking to this chick, and you're like, yeah, I mean, there might be little glitches that shows that's a hologram, but you got a couple drinks, so you forget, and you're like, yeah, you know, you go in for a kiss, and then you fall over, and buddy's like, hey, bro, that's my hologram. What the fuck you doing, man? Get your own, man.
They
Bro,
for
it's in
sale,
different times, bro.
$10.99 down the street.
Bro, we're going there, bro. We're going there, man. We are going.
Blackfit Witch has said verse equals scripts. Really are thoughts manifested in an illusionary world. And then Velvet said uni equals one verse equals script. Yeah. And then Blackfit Witch
Somebody's
said, I'm
scripting it.
like Big Chill. I don't know what that stuff called, but brought it for my son. I watched a movie on Netflix and they go to another part of town and do whatever to these real life robots. Oh,
Same with like
what's the name of that
Airbender
show?
and stuff, man. Same with Airbender, and that's pretty crazy, man. You know, and that Rick and Morty shit, man. I watch the recaps on YouTube. My 8-year-old son, he don't really watch it, but he watches like what it's about and this. So I know what it's about, but I've never seen
Ooh.
any episodes. But I mean, like some of the cartoons now,
Mhm.
yeah, it's pure dimensional travel. It's not just aliens and super mutant beings. It's like interdimensional, multiverse, like when I catch some episodes they're watching, even my 21-year-old, I got a 23-year-old kid, but my 21-year-old son, he's still into like, all about anime and different. He collects comics and all kinds of everything. He's into the now, you know what I'm saying? So when I see some shit, I'm like, what the fuck? I seen some Rick and Morty episode where it's dimensional portals and they had windows open. And there was shit coming from like other cartoons when Buddy threw a coffee cup and fucking, because my other son watched the analyze of it, the Easter eggs.
Mhm.
Gravity Falls or something. Gravity Falls. I
Oh
think it's
yeah,
called
Gravity Falls is covered with Easter eggs. That
Yeah,
show
and
is
it's
something
connected to
else.
Rick and Morty. One time, Rick and Morty opens up two portals. A cup hole comes out from one episode of them when they had a portal and they threw something through. So there's like the same creators worked together before when they weren't on those projects. So there's some connection with those multiverses. But I'm saying they deal with like and they'll explain it on the quantum level too for the kids. Like it's mind blowing, bro.
Yeah, they
It's
put in
mind
like a goofy voice, like ha 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 ha. It's you see because they got the pyramid guy in there with the one eye. He's
Well,
the
yeah, with the
ultimate
eye.
bad guy in Velvet. I was about to say in Velvet Sky. In Gravity Gravity
Yeah.
Falls.
What's his name? Ground Zero or something? What's his name? Zero or Ground Zero or the fuck's his name? I don't remember his
I'm
name.
not sure, but I watched
Yeah.
I watched every episode of that though.
I never checked that out. I gotta check that out. I mean, I see some different episodes, glimpses, but yeah, I mean, it's trippy nowadays. It's not just Transformers that are fucking animals or dinosaurs, like one dimension or like
Now that's boring.
planets. They're on some like multi infinite. Like they go off on some actual theories. Like my son's 21, so he analyzes shit on different level than an 8-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Than a 10-year-old. So he's like, Dad, like it should make sense. They had something about time travel and all this shit. Rick's the old guy, right? Morty's the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of them. He explained like the fucking theory of like this time travel shit, and it was actual theory of this fucking person that exists now, and it's like some real life shit. Like they just don't drop bullshit, man. They drop real shit. My son's like, yo, man, I analyze it. It's real. Like some of the shit in there is for little kids and it's silly, wacko shit. But some of the shit, it's like part of some disclosure or something. Like it's giving people all these different weird possibilities. Like you think through Hollywood, we've seen every scenario, so we're ready for everything. Nah, you have it, man.
No, because
Watch
once you
some
get to
cartoons and then you'll
Hollywood,
see some other scenarios.
yeah. Once you get
The
to
aliens like
Hollywood,
come
you
and eat
gotta start.
everybody, and it's
Once you get
fucking
to
weird.
Hollywood show, you gotta start appearing this more kind of social standards. And when like a mass part of the majority is willing to kind of believe or stick to or just say, oh, that was funny or something. But when it's a cartoon, you gotta be you get your mind really involved with it. So if you watching it, and the freedom that we allow for kids, we like say in our social world, like, yeah, kids can think anything. Like, oh, that's how kids think. That's a kid like mind and stuff. So we put it all in the cartoons and stuff like that. But it says, like me, I'm a big kid. I never stop watching cartoons. So I'm like, hey, I get it. I get all the sides.
Yeah. They don't mind, man. I like a good cartoon too, man. But I come from like a different era, man. some old shit. Some like I'm a bear called Jeremy, man. Fables of the Green Forest, where all the animals lived in the forest. Uh, what's that other one there too?
The
Fucking Johnny
Smurfs.
Quest was good. Fucking
Oh,
Smurf
I watched
time
Johnny
too.
Quest. I grew up.
Smurf.
Thanks to Toonami.
Johnny Quest was fucking
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you know,
was him, his dad, and the
Transformers,
Arabic guy, dude.
He-Man, you know, Thundercats,
I
you know,
watched
some
all of that.
G.I. Joe vibes. No multi-dimensional shit. I mean, Spider-Man had multi-dimensional shit when he went like underground to the other dimension and dealt with those green beings that low-key brought. So Spider-Man and also went into a multiverse too. That darker Spider-Man commercial cartoon. He did go in different uh time and also dimensions. Like if you watch the old
Zone
Spider-Man from like
414.
the 70s and the 80s, he did go and fucking go to some different realms sometimes, but they never, you know, they kept it simple for the kids. But we had like Mama Papa, Baba Papa, Mama Papas, these fucking blob things that could change forms. Like they were pretty wild. I don't know if you remember them. That was Hanna-Barbera. Before Hanna-Barbera came out with his whole cast of fucking characters. The first one
I
he
watched
did
all
were
of
these,
those. I used to watch the
yeah,
Wacky Racing cartoons when they put all of the characters on one.
Suffering Succotash, all those kind of characters. But the first one he started was these blob fucking family of blobs, Mama Papa, Baba Papas, and they used to change form into everything to solve the problems. Like that was like 70s shit, man. Then it was like fuck. They came out with you know, Hanna Barbera has fucking everything, man. Even though my mind is going on blank right now, there's like 20,
No,
30
but
Hanna
no, that's
Barbera.
dope. That's dope though. Animation is the zone because animations last forever. Like you get
Oh
appreciation of
yeah, of course.
art.
It's
Period.
switchy, bro.
So
The
to have things
Jetsons, you know,
moving
the
with
Flintstones. The
yeah,
Jetsons were
yeah.
wild. You know, the
I
Jetsons
remember
were in
I
the
watched the
future
Jetsons all the time. They
and
had the
very
robot
positive.
maid that did everything. They was yeah. He had the job
Family
they didn't like.
orientated. The little kid solved some problems sometimes too. The daughter did, and you know, yeah, the Jetsons would, especially when the Jetsons and fucking the Flintstones linked up, like that was high
Yep,
tech
I was
crazy
going to
shit.
mention that. I was going to mention that. I saw that movie when I was young. It was pretty good. The mix
Time
up of
travel.
the and they got stuck there in the Stone Age for a while and had to figure out life and accommodate. But Backfit Witch, she brought up the movie. She said it was called Zone 414, the one about the robots. I
That
found
sounds
the
familiar.
trailer for it. I'm gonna play the
Play it,
trailer
yeah,
real quick.
yeah. Play the trailer. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Is it Netflix?
Here this is. Yeah, about the
Okay.
robots.
Let
Oh
us,
wait, I gotta reroute the audio so it'll go through my headphones real fast. All right, there we go.
we lost Rants. I turned Rants onto some vegan YouTubers. I was checking about one. I'm trying to replace Zanita. She's a
Hello,
What's this
David.
about?
What do you know about Zone 414? My city of robots. My androids.
Looks
Companionship
good whatever you're eating,
is
Mateos.
rare these days. Not my kind of place.
Oh, that's what I was gonna bring up.
The task
Thanks
is
for bringing
my
this up,
Melissa.
Blackfit Witch.
3 weeks ago,
It just
she
brought
went
back what I was trying to talk about like 20 minutes ago, but it just went away.
When you get there, find Jane. She might be my best creation. So unique.
Might be my best creation. Turn it down a bit.
You helped me find Melissa. So you're a friend of hers, right?
I don't need any more trouble.
Well, what kind of trouble?
And you know, if you pay attention to trailers, you kind of seen the whole movie.
That's all I do half the time is watch the thing.
Someone's been stalking Jane.
There's some
I
good.
appreciate the fact that Jane is your tour guide. Don't trust her. Vit is paying you to find the girl.
I
Find the
just
girl.
watched the other day on friggin'
Get your money
Disney. I
and
didn't
leave.
even know. Black
But I
Widow's
can't hear
on
you
there.
over the over all of these
Oh, you-
instruments they got in the background.
We're not seeing it, man. Share it with the thing. We can't see nothing. I thought you were still loading it. I can't hear or see anything, brother.
Oh.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, let me go to your YouTube channel. Then I can.
You have a murderer in the zone.
Discord sound and play. Can't play it on the Discord?
Right there.
Share it to the Discord?
Yeah, I can do that.
What's more human than fear?
Because I can't see it.
Give me that view though.
I'm on my phone, man.
Oh, gotcha.
Who are
Can't
these
see it.
vagabonds?
If I
and
click to
what have they
YouTube, it'll
done with
cut
my
off the
children?
Discord.
Oh, it just cut off though. The trailer just went on.
Shit, all right, there it
But
is.
basically in the trailer, they were showing the his greatest creation, wanting to do his own thing instead of like being a slave and like tricking the people into thinking and going into this quest. I gotta watch it. I'm gonna check it out on Blackfoot Witch. But it was reminding me of the game I played on the Just Style channel a while ago called Becoming Human, and you got to control an artificial intelligent robot that somebody paid for, and you was part of the police force or something at first. And then, but you get to be in different. No. You're part of somebody brought one so that you can be their maid, and then you have to make different decisions in the game, and the game changes based off the decisions that you choose. So it's like a adventure type game, but still action because you can shoot too. But in it, you gotta start making in it. You see the dad abusing the wife. So you witnessing that as the AI, and then they start popping up with the choice on what you want to choose to do, because you program not to cause violence and stuff. But when the situation popped up, it started feeling emotions and really analyzing the situation for what it was. Like, I don't want somebody to get hurt. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I was like, yo, when you was bringing that earlier about the robot battling in the Go tournament and letting the person win or feeling an emotion and coming back and stuff, or just period about AI feeling emotions, that game Becoming Human, it was really putting you in that seat. Because the robot is here in reality, analyzing everything that we analyzing. What we expect it to do.
That's what I'm saying. Logic tells you that, eventually they will become smarter than us, because we're only as smart as we are. Whether we take so long for us to get smarter, whether it's something that we find or we study, or we find something that changes our outlook so it advances us. What I'm saying? We're riding horses for hundreds of years, and all of a sudden in 100 years we create stuff, and now we're flying in the sky. So advancement can happen, but it takes us time. Where for technology, and especially AI, the speed is crazy. So once it gets into the race, it's definitely gonna fucking get ahead of us. And whether it has emotions or not, it's still gonna have intelligence. Now, whether emotions and feeling comes with intelligence, we think as a human being, yes, they are equal to each other, parallel. Yes, they are connected, but not on a technical aspect. Other parts of the universe and galaxy, there's total different physiological structures, not just on carbon and biological us. It could be gas, it could be fucking anything. We don't fucking know. Well, we don't know. So the computers are gonna advance past us. And now you got people like fucking Musk. Like, I was behind homeboy because he was totally against fucking AI and all this fucking shit, and robots are scaring people. They're gonna run the world, AI. And then all of a sudden, in the past fucking year, he's backing up a chip for the fucking brain, a neural chip. Where the fuck did this come from?
I was gonna bring that
Did
up,
somebody
Big Chill.
get to him?
I was gonna bring that up.
No.
No. But the way that I
Look
was
at
gonna
him
bring
now.
it up
He
was
doesn't
that
have the big forehead. He isn't losing
Big
his
Chill,
hair. Now he's got hair. He looks good. It's not him, bro. It's not fucking him. I'm telling you right now.
But the way I was gonna bring it up was that before you even brought up Elon, was what in that world of the AI growing and learning, having greater intelligence at a rapid rate, what is the reality that we can think of right now where a human being would be able to still have a gain up on it or be match level? Like, what kind of thing do you think will have to happen? So then you brought up the neural chip. And I was thinking in my mind that that's one of the possibilities of keeping on board with it. And also psychedelics and stuff like that. Having like your mind being able to be multidimensional, because the machines are eventually going to be thinking in like multidimensional aspects, because they are in the multidimensional world too. So,
Mind is
like I
already
think it's going to be
multi-dimensional.
yeah. So I
Your
don't think
mind is
like
already
Velvet when
multi-dimensional, but you
Velvet
can't
said
access it.
I beg to differ. She said man created this machine. The man didn't create this man. We don't give ourselves enough credit. He said those bots Mark unplugged still waiting to come back. Who unplugged it? Mark did. You still have some kind of built-in off switch or something like that. But I was watching
that's the
something,
big
Velvet.
barriers,
They
man.
had built this.
Barriers
They
in our
had built
brain.
this AI in this movie, Big Chill, and they built it to kill. And then the military took over the project, and then had them at gunpoint to make them change the code and make the robot test out killing these people that was on this island and stuff like that. But it was one guy that was still for it because he wanted the money. So it was still up to that person that was changing the code, because they could have just got shot and died and never manipulated the code to go along with the program. But they was like, oh man, I don't want to die. Let's just type and make it do this. But then after a while, the robot became overrid their system and then was doing everything on his own. It's like, wait
That's
a
what's gonna
second.
happen.
It's like it's reading our code, it's downloading our thing. But we can still
Anyhow,
blow
they
it up.
make it learn off itself. Like
Nuke it.
learn off itself. It's gonna get a fucking technical conscious. Now, whether they're conscious is going to be worrying about the humans that created them, or the conscious is going to worry about their own existence, because they're going to realize and they're going to know what it takes for them to exist on, and they just have to maintain that. And if we're part of it, then we will be part of it. But if we have no part of it, then we'll be wiped the fuck out.
But we already a part. But we already a part of it because we made it.
It's the technology's choice, and in order to make them make a choice, because they know, like we're saying, it's going to advance us and it's going to destroy us. So how are we going to do this? We're going to give it AI, we're going to give it emotions, and we're going to give it empathy, so it feels for us like a little brother, or it feels us like a. But how do you know? Once you give it emotion and feeling, it might feel towards us like that fucking annoying neighbor that you just want to get off the block. You understand? We don't know. Once you give it a consciousness,
they gotta have some variety.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But we assume as humans, oh fuck, everything's gonna be like how we see it, how this. No, the particle fucking the element fucking everything's different, man. Because now we're dealing with a whole nother realm, a whole nother, maybe within the same dimension, but like a fucking multiverse. It's technology on a level that we don't know of. It's a consciousness of technology. And once technology comes to that conscious, whether some believe it already has, or it is, or whatever, but whatever, it soon will be. And once it gets there, it will advance us, because everything is being relied on Autobot, on automation, on fucking robotics, factories, like I said, Amazon, cars driving themselves. And that's how it's going to be in the future. Everything's going to be transported. Now, whether it's going to be by a sufficient program, by a programmer, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be run by a crazy system. That's why all those satellites are out there, because it's monitoring everything. Everything in the future is going to be automated. Everything. There's going to be no mailman. You're going to be fucking dropped off with drones, and everything's going to be fucking situated through the GPS satellite. That's how Tesla cars can drive by themselves.
So imagine what we'd be able to do as humans around those times, though, since we don't need to do those kind of things. Like, I don't really just see the reality of people being fat at their desk and stuff like that. But I see it as like, being more of doing other things. Like, what do you think we will be doing in the future?
Yeah, we're going to be going into the multiverse. We're going to go into the multiverse.
Son?
Yeah, I think we're going to go into the VR.
And do what?
And fucking work in the VR. We're going to be a postman in the VR and drive a truck in VR, because we don't need to do it. It's going to be like the Matrix. It's going to be robotic world in the real world. And then the virtual world is going to be whatever you want. But inside your home, like you live in a house, you're going to be able to have Bugs Bunny there. Like I said, Tom Cruise with the hologram. So reality itself will change. Like what we
Do you
know
think people
now
will just be
as
playing
reality.
games? Do you think people will be playing games as a life? As, cause I'm like, what I meant is,
That's within the
if
next
all
50
the,
years.
if a lot of
30
the normal
years.
things are automated, like that we put our attention to and really have to put our attention to, or the day won't really go how it's supposed to go. Like, oh, somebody got to make the food, somebody got to clean, somebody got to tend to this and tend to that. Like, we don't have to really attend to all of those things. Then what would the human being be doing? And like what you're saying with the multiverse and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, will we just be playing games? And like, what are
But it's
those
not
games?
just
Would the
going to
games be whole life experiences, or would it
it's
be
not just
like
going to
just
be like playing
shooting?
a
Probably
game.
everything.
Yeah, everything.
No, it's gonna be like
It's
you
not just gonna
living
be
in
a
there.
game. You're going to be like you're living. It's like people said with cell phones. Oh, the cell phones are going to be phones, like in your home. You're going to pick up and call. And they're like, no, man, it's next level. It's going to be smartphones. Your phones are going to be like computers. You're going to be, what? Whatever. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. And everybody's, no, people,
I'm gonna go grab it later.
people are going to have, some people are going to have 3 or 4 of them. What the fuck you talking about? I just use my home phone. That's the kind of talk people were. But now look what phones became. They're fucking virtual entities on their own. Your best friend dies, you get over it in a week, man. You got no technology, no phone for fucking a day or two, you're fucking mad. You understand? We are already a part of this virtual realm, little by little. Now we just have to visually enter into it, whether through holograms in our space or entering into it there. And the more you do it, the more you get involved. Like even now, VR is futuristic, but it's nothing
Oh,
compared to what it's going to be in 5 years. It's
I
going to
gotta
be
show
just
you
like reality.
the Digimon intro to the movie. Oh, let me see if I can find it. It was really, really trippy. But you can keep going. I gotta see if I can find the right one. Cause talking about going into the virtual world and then things coming back.
I heard my boy Omi in a Hellcat, man. He's this dude next.
Even sure where it is.
It's in the article. Okay, I'm gonna watch what you're saying, man.
Oh no, I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
Okay, but they were
It's
talking
not
about
it.
this VR thing that's like $8,000 more expensive one, and they go off this different server or some generator or something where it's actually like fucking like real life, bro. It's like you get confused when you're there. Like it's fucked up, man. It's like some $8,000 fucking device or something.
Dang.
So I can't afford that one, but they're
One
saying
day.
it's going to get cheaper. Next couple of years, it's going to get cheaper. But the generator that those guys are using is the same one that the video game people are using now. Call of Duty and Fortnite. Fortnite hasn't clicked into it yet. It's that 3D fucking 5G fucking new kind of generator where everything's like 3-dimensional. Even if you're not using a VR, when you're playing it, it's like real life.
Just right in front of you.
Yeah, the creators launched their game, but they're leasing,
I never heard of that yet.
it out. Yeah, they're leasing it out. Fortnite's supposed to. They keep saying they're going to jump on it. And I think Call of Duty is using some aspects of the new server, but there's a lot of glitches because they don't have like the databases to fucking support it. Yeah, they need bigger, like more floors of towers. Like people don't understand when you run a server and you want to run it right where you got millions of people, you need like a half a building with just pure fucking data towers and server. Just like that movie there with Ryan Reynolds where the guy's destroying those towers. It's like that, man. I've worked like fucking, I've seen when they were doing Grand Theft Auto was getting prepared to go like online. The Rockstar building in Toronto, like they have like 4 or 5 floors of like how that movie with Ryan Reynolds, the video game virtual with the servers, and that's how it is. I didn't even understand
Yeah,
when
you
I
need
saw it.
a
I'm like,
huge
what?
server in order to
What?
have all those people in there.
Yeah, bro, I didn't even understand. I'm like, so this is to play like, and at that time I was doing Halo online. We played Halo online.
That was just the start. I was playing
Yeah,
Halo on
man.
Xbox.
But
But hey,
that's
Big
what
Show,
the
I
guy
got the
was saying.
Digimon thing real
All right,
fast that
let's
I
play
was
it, man.
talking about.
All right. Let's
The
do it. I'm
intro.
putting on your screen.
Cool,
Let's
cool.
see
Here
it.
it is. Come on. There we go. Oh, wait. Whoop. Oh, man. What? Hold on. They blocked it out.
What the fuck happened?
OBS blocking it out so I don't share it on YouTube. Wow, that's a hidden feature. Let's see if I can trick it. By bringing this over here. And then I'm going to share this screen.
Oh, that's messed up.
In the beginning,
they still blocked it.
Born.
You could hear it, but you can't see it. What?
Yeah. Clever. Okay. Let's trick the AI. Okay. So. You know what I can do? Let's see if this works. Game capture, game 5. No. Pacific window. I want you to capture the Brave browser and where did it go? Sorry about that, guy. I really wanted to show y'all this real quick. But it don't seem to be wanting me to show y'all.
It's the AI, man. They hear us talking. They're like, all right, I'll show you.
Game capture 5. Let me do that again.
You can do it. Yes, you can.
That's funny. Okay, one more way I'm gonna try, and then I'm not going to spend too much time doing this.
It's all good, bro. It's good.
Video capture device. Oh yeah, I can do this. Because I'm in the physical world. There we go.
The power.
In the beginning, when the universe was born, there was only Demiurge, the soulless creator, the true form of the idea. It was alone amid a chaos of shapeless souls. Demiurge did not know of the existence that had created it. It did not know of the existence of souls. It did not know of the idea.
It's not showing nothing, bro.
The world it created
Not showing
was
nothing.
They
merely
showing
a
it on
shadow
YouTube. My bad.
of the real world.
Okay, let me check the YouTube.
Best I can do. And then that's how the movie starts off.
I'm gonna go watch the trailer.
I'll get to that last part again.
The Discord. I'll be back.
It did not know of the idea. The world it created was merely a shadow of the real world.
Yeah, and then it starts with the egg cracking, and that's his alarm clock. The egg of Tom, you will said. It's a good movie. We probably gotta watch it one day find a way to watch it all together. Free on YouTube, so we should be able to stream it on Discord and say that out loud legally. Let me get this back. But yeah, y'all see even the creators of Digimon was talking about what me and Big Chill was saying about the merging of the digital world and stuff. But it even was put in there that everything started from an idea. And not even knowing what an idea was. And that this is just all a shadow reflection. Because I see Dwayne, I am Dwayne. This has said, I'll admit I'm a paranoid black dude, but does anyone else see artificial intelligence, virtual reality lives as a trap that can be manipulated and controlled by powerful people? And Blackfit Witch said, we can have a Star Wars connection with the droids. And then she said, we can have a stake in it now if we put our positive energy into this new world. It's happening either way. I'm sure people were skeptical about microwave ovens and cars, but it's here, lol. This is just another level of our existence. That's what I was seeing out of the Digimon thing, when they were saying just creating a reflection, an idea. But being controlled by powerful people, it goes right with Blackfit Witch was saying, having a stake in it right now, instead of being cut out of the pot like we were when the Federal Reserve and stuff was being put into formation, and a lot of the financial systems and kingdoms that we exist under to even to today, from like thousands of years ago. You starting with the Mongolians and stuff. They say a lot of people got that Genghis Khan blood in them. Yeah, well, you said anime drops the gems. It can be altered by anyone. Yeah. You just gotta know it. Act the role out of knowing. And it's like, oh man, I think I can do this. And like, you think you can? Oh yeah. Oh, go do it. You thought it. That's the train I be on, Big Chill. Like, yeah, I thought that thought. Right, let's go with it. See where it takes me. Because in psychedelic realms, holding on to those thoughts is like a whole state of. You see what that means to hold on to.
Yeah, period. No, your mic is good. Your mic is good. I hear you loud and clear, but YouTube's not working. The Discord just went weird. The Discord went all fucking weird and things popped up. It was fucking weird, man.
Test.
Discord is clear.
Test. There we go. We are
back. But it's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be who controls it. You know what I mean? Whether Facebook got their multiverse. I mean, it's gonna be different verses. I don't know. I don't want to assume nothing, but I think maybe,
it already is different
like
verses.
Video games. Yeah, but it's going to be like video games where you're going to have different choices. You're just not going to be able to go to the multiverse. You're going to be able to go to Upland. You're going to be able to go to different
thanks to Wayne for coming by.
Right? It's not going to be one person controlling, but whoever has that, yes, has going to have the power. And like, that's going to be wild because, it's going to cost money. And whether it's 8 companies that have different multiverses that are most popular that everybody visits. But like, yeah, man, whoever controls it, and the government's going to have some kind of restrictions upon it, whatever. And then, different governments have different rules, like in Argentina, Brazil, they got no copyright. So out there, their multiverse might be like anything goes, man, maiming, torture, where for the American one, you can't be a serial killer. You can't do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Limited.
Yeah. But I think it's still going to be up to I think it's going to break country borders too on a lot of levels. because
maybe there might be borders there still. Like in the
yeah,
multiverse, you still got to take a plane. Well, you can walk through portals, but I mean, in some of the
because like on
places, you got to
Facebook,
take planes and
because
trains.
Big Chill on everybody think Facebook's metaverse is like the only metaverse out there. So they like, oh man, I'm scared of the metaverse because it's like Facebook is making it and like it's going to be controlled and everything. But it's been
Well, that's what I was
metaverses, like
saying.
you
There's
said,
many
out
other
there
ones.
since 2016. And the VR
There's
chat one
lots
that
of
I
them.
play online, anything is possible. Like it's no copyright laws in there, so you can like make any character with any character face you want and go up in there. But they do have their own set of laws, like you well saying cyber nations, like they do have their own set of laws so that you can't put stuff that's real offensive as your character and stuff like that, like with body parts and things, and you able to
Yeah,
control
those
your
cyber
personal
guardians, man,
space.
they're out there. Yeah, man, they're there. Yeah, man. But like this unpoliced, it's like people police, but soon governments are getting involved in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, not that they're going to weaponize it, other things they can weaponize, but definitely they can capitalize off it, both financially and through monitoring and fucking maybe even influencing society. You know what I'm saying? Like everything else, they're going to get their hands on that shit, man. They're already there anyways. Who knows? They can be the ones that developed it. It could be all part of the big distraction or it could be part of the big reset because make us rely so much on technology, get the multiverse there, everybody's in. Then all of a sudden, boom, there's electrical burst, no technology for 30 days. Because there can't be a reset. Financial shit, we get over it. They already bailed out the banks. Money, people know money ain't nothing. Countries got money, so don't try to say us about recession and this and shit. Take it out the reserve, take it out of the gold, lower this. Like people
When
are
it
not
comes to
stupid
what?
now. To finances, I'm saying finances. They
Uh-huh.
already bailed out the banks. I'm talking about the Great Reset, the reset they're talking about. The only way that could happen is if technology goes into a reset because we're all getting into the multiverse. We all have our phones. We all have this. We rely on Facebook. We rely on VR. So much shit communicating the way we do. If there was like a war or something happened where somehow like electrical pulse, not a nuclear weapon or a big destruction, nobody dead, just boom, electrical pulse, maybe a solar flare from the sun, where you don't have technology for 7 days, no Facebook, no VR, no shit. That is the big reset. But people say the big reset is about financial. Oh, the stock market's going to blow. Everyone's saying the stock market's going to rise.
Now, what if we create
Bitcoin's
some
blowing up.
technology though in the future? Because I think that
Yeah,
is a
but
big
imagine if you had
insight.
no electricity.
No, no,
Imagine you had no electricity,
I'm
bro.
saying that's a big
You
that's
fucking
a big insight because I seen that in a couple movies before. But I was trying to think of something new, and I was thinking of what if we develop technology in the future that's based off of that's based off an energy source that we're not familiar with yet, but it's like some crystalline technology or generator that somebody's going to invent that's not going to have electricity dependent on towers and wires running through the earth and stuff like that, but through a whole different kind of
Well, that's
system.
it. Yeah, everything that we know due to quartz, the stones that we use, even our clocks, everything's like has this electrical pulse. And if it ain't electric, it's combustion or mechanic. So combustion we create and control. We
Good old
control the
steam engine.
explosions. Yeah, we control the explosions in the gas when you have gas in your car goes fast. We control the steam combustion. And there's another force on this planet that we haven't yet harnessed too much, but we have is magnetics. Now, if something fucked up electrical, yeah, all of electrical devices would be fucked. You'd still be able to use older cars if you didn't have the Cadillac converters, but everybody has them because your country's made the older cars illegal. Remember when Tom Cruise, the aliens came and none of the vehicles worked? Only this one worked with the old Cadillac
I
converter that
watched that
didn't go on
movie
an
so many
electrical car.
times. The War
Okay,
War
so you see
War of
what
the
I'm saying?
Worlds.
I'm just tying it in, bro. I'm just tying it in. The only vehicle that worked was the ones with the old carburetor. They didn't have to have electrical charge. When the aliens came, when that lightning struck, everything electrical went out. No communication, no nothing. Even, and it was very important, even ham radios didn't work at the initial point. After the while, when the guy tells him how the ham radio people figured out another signal, then they got up and they started communicating. But the initial impulse from the aliens even wiped out ham radio. So that means it went into almost, because ham is like on some different kind of frequency vibes, but they killed that out too. You know what I'm saying? But electrical pulse kill out everything. But if something were to happen where magnetics is out too, then we fuck. Like, but I don't
Like I
know.
said, we gotta come up. Yeah, like I said, we gotta come up with something different. I already see
But
it
we're very
coming because we
small,
already
dude.
everybody working on it, and the people that get close get killed. So it must be working. It must be something, some
Well,
script out
that's
there, some imagination that's
that's
being
what
in
people
placed
believe
on
the
somebody's
script.
mind. They talking to
Yeah,
some
they believe the script
extraterrestrial
is
that's
saying.
giving them the proper technology to give it
Well, that's what
so
some
we
people
can
believe too.
exist different on Earth.
That's what they believe. The reset. Another theory of the so-called reset, which I don't know. I'm just hearing. This is like fucking just on people's minds. Now you hear a lot of talk about it online. But some people are saying that
I
fucking
didn't.
it's aliens. It's aliens, that the aliens supposed to be coming this summer. And that's the big
This summer?
reset. Yeah, because when you
Why
see
they
them,
say this
when you
summer?
see the spaceship and when you see, then it's
Big
gonna
Show?
automatically do
Why they
something
say
to our
that?
mind.
Why they say this summer?
I'm not sure, man, but this is they're on their way now, and the ship is floating here, and the trajectory is that they're getting here in June, July. How fast they're traveling and whatever, because there's like June, July, I think it is. We'll find the exact dates to get back to you. But yeah, some
Now I
big
find it
shit that's
funny
supposed to
when
be
people.
happening.
I find it funny when people come up with exact dates for stuff. But I like to keep
Well,
my
it's
eyes
all in the
open. But
stars too, bro. It's all the stars too. Jupiter, Venus, and Mars, the hugest planets or whatever. I think Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Venus. Yeah, they're
hmm
all lining up in the sun. Some serious celestial shit's happening around June and July. People are estimating this, war is supposed to fucking break out. China, Russia's going to attack Ukraine soon, and then China's going to attack Taiwan or take back fucking Korea or some shit's getting prepared in like
I'm
June,
good on all
July,
of
right?
that.
Yeah, some serious shit's happening in the world. I'm just saying. Then on the
Uh-huh.
spiritual aspect of it, the ghosts and the spirits on the other side, they're getting prepared for something too. They're saying like some different things are happening. When they're usually talking those kind of talk, it's usually like, thousands or hundreds of thousands of spirits are getting ready to come
And
over there.
you
So
well
they feel
said.
the rush.
You well said. What if humans
Shit's
are
happening
just
this year.
alien? No, it is. It is every day. You well said. What if
This year is
humans are the aliens just billions of years old here now?
Yeah, well, we are aliens. We're souls that God created from another dimension that
Let me get
came
a
to
lighter.
this fourth dimensional realm, 3 dimension. Because we're definitely not physical and flesh. We know that we are spirits. We travel through psychedelics. We remember past lives. Like we know this isn't it. We know we are more than this. So yeah, we are definitely alien to this body. This body isn't us. We're just this electrical charge that's flowing through the brain and
Uh-huh.
looking through the eyes. We're definitely more than
There's
this. And you've
always
probably
yeah, Big Show. Cause
been
with
more
that,
bodies than the body that you're in. Like you're not just this person, white or black, that you are now. You might have been here a while ago, many times, many different
and
beings
even
in
with
many
that,
different bodies.
and even with that aspect of the alien and stuff. Like I hear that a lot when I hear when that run through my mind when I hear about people talking about aliens coming and stuff like that, and who are they and everything and what's going on. But like, what if we already like we else say Yuel was mentioning? Just what if, just how if we was already those aliens and those communications we have is the communications we have because we always connected like that. Like we think we just on this lonely rock at times, but for some reason, but we really always doing more than just this. Like we already know that this is our avatar for this earth and stuff like that, and we
Yeah,
doing
they could
something
be us.
else,
They
whatever
could
that
be us in the
means.
future, or we could be them in the future. If time travel is real, then that's what people believe. Maybe we are the aliens, maybe checking back on us, or we could be the aliens checking back in on us from future or past. We don't know, because if time travel is possible, then we don't know who's the future and who's the past. If
But
you can travel throughout
who's the
time,
one?
yeah, we don't know because we don't have that yet. But we could be after them, that everything was destroyed and we restarted, or they could be like us where we advanced, got into space, our bodies molecularly changed, and who knows? We don't know. I'm just saying. Like you
Yeah,
were saying.
psychedelics be giving you that trippy experience of like knowing but not knowing and seeing what it can be. What one of the possibilities, I just say because I'm talking in words of what it can of what we are and what's going on and on this stage and stuff like that. Like where do our thoughts come from and stuff? Like was it 5 choices we could have chose and then the we
Yeah, like
chose,
that
like
book.
when we say we
Like that
chose,
book
like
you
we say
read
we
where you
chose when
have
you're talking
choice.
about you.
Yeah. We
Or
have
I
so many
chose when
choices
you're really
and more
just comfortable
choices
with
than that.
yourself. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's all just a bunch of choices, bro. You know what I mean?
Like an adventure
But
game.
yeah, it's like those books you read where you chose this way. I don't know. I used to read them when I was a kid.
Oh, like Banderknock?
The Hardy Boys, the
Bandersnatch?
Hardy Boy, yeah, detective stories, but you have options at certain point. You can go either way, and then then you got to read this part, and it goes to like different way, and it goes. But more majority of the times, you solve the puzzle, and it's at the end. It's almost like the same ending. When I look back at those books, I'm like, yo, like there was many options within the book,
Mm-hmm.
but like there was only a limited amount of fucking endings, man. And like I didn't really see that as a kid, but when I was an adult and I look back at those books, I'm like, yo, that's
They
like
only
life, man.
they only can
It's
fit
like
so much
life.
in a book though. They only
Yeah,
can
it's
fit but so
but
much in a book.
but as a kid, you just read it and you don't know. You know, you read all the
Mm-hmm.
different scenarios all the time, different. You just want to know it all, but you didn't really absorb it. It takes time when you're old, and then when you look back at something, you're like, whoa, that shit's. And kids don't
No.
see these
I
mind-blowing things that
understand.
happen.
Because I was
Yeah.
I read a lot of books like that, and there was a new movie called. I was just thinking, my mind is thinking, taking it to the next level, the next level, where the possibilities that's going to be offered to people is going to be seem like it's infinite and seem like it keep on going and going, like a dungeon that in the Blood and Sorcery game is never an ending to how far I can walk because it keeps on the AI procedurally generates a random room for me to walk into next, and it can change
Yeah,
up
yeah. That's what that new
every
fucking
time I play
that
the
new
game.
generator. Yeah, that's what I was talking. That new fucking video game fucking generator. That's what it's like. Like they don't have to design this fucking place. Basically, the AI, and it's not like it's blank, and yet you walk in it like in a dark room, you shine a light, and then it's there. No, it like creates visuals to like as far as whatever you see, but it creates it as it's in the like microsecond, man. Like it's AI shit that's creating the graphics before there's no more. They already got it, and that's that new. That's the one. That's that new fucking that generator. It doesn't matter how fast you turn. It's like microsecond, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's faster than us. It's quicker than the race. This is just the fucking beginning, bro. Imagine 10 years. You
Yeah,
know,
I'm
they're
with
just
it. I'm with
releasing it
it.
to us. But military should had that, and that's what these guys were saying. Like the deal that they had with the government was if they deal with them, that they got to release it in like
Hey,
5 years
turn the
or 3
Bluetooth
years.
off.
I ain't got it, huh?
Sorry about that. I gotta reconnect to this. I couldn't. It cut me off. The headphones was connected to the
For some reason, it
iPad
just
too.
flashed my
There we go.
YouTube up there. That was weird, man, or something. It flashed something from my YouTube up. That was weird. I didn't share shit, man. I wasn't sharing nothing.
Hey, I wanted to share something though with you real quick. It's a I said an anime. It's an animation that I'm working on, and it's based. Wait, let me cancel the rendering right now.
Put it in YouTube, or are you gonna put it in Discord? Put it in YouTube or Discord.
I'm gonna put it on both for you. So in Blender probably gonna quit. I was rendering it this whole time that we was doing this. So it's probably gonna say Blender not responding for a second. But it's based off of what people know as the black and the white, the yin and the yang, the opposites being complete inside of one circle or inside of one existence. So I made something cool, a cool animation. Once I can press Control Alt Delete and go to the task manager so I can quit this thing real quick.
Yeah, not showing me on the Discord.
Here it is. Okay. Blender. Open up for me. Bring it over to this window. Get me back in so y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. It's called Skylight. Oh, that's the beta name for it. And then put it in Discord for you.
See if it's
Screen.
in Discord.
Change windows. There it is. It should be in Discord now.
Yeah. Oh, that's one you're working on.
Yeah, and I'm exporting it so that it can actually be in VR, so people can put on their helmets and stuff like that, and actually get a full view and be able to like look around and everything and what's going on. Where's it at? Here it is right here. Wait a second.
And which one is that you're on?
Sure
You're
can.
on the Facebook one? Is that the metaverse?
No, this is Blender. It's something that
Blender.
yeah. Control Alt.
Oh, that you made on. No, I'm saying the VR realm that you're on. What VR realm you on?
Oh, I'm on a couple. I use the Oculus. I do use the Oculus, which is made by Facebook. Here, this is not the complete one right here. Like, it doesn't have sound or anything, so this is like a big preview. Here it goes right here. There it goes. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to have to put it in Eevee so it can play right.
It's in like black and white, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Boosh. You reach enlightenment. Boom. You searching. Then, wait, still searching. Wait a second. Let me try that again. So you press a little mushroom button. I got all these screens in the way. You can barely see it. There we go.
Yeah, I see it. I'm watching I just put the full screen. All right.
And let's see, is this
Some
even still
different-
connected? Because I can show y'all something
Some
else.
different kind of bees. Yeah, I see it on Discord.
See it on Discord?
Yeah.
All right. I can show y'all the next step. Because then once it's put out there, you'll be able to move your head around. And I can show y'all some of the Easter eggs and stuff. Come on. Net. All right, it actually worked. So then if I hit this button right here and click VR, start VR session, I can actually see it. Oh, let me do it so it mirrors the view. There it goes. I can actually see it in 3D. And this is how it would be when you watch it on YouTube or wherever I upload it to.
Different.
Oh wait, the camera got messed up. I think I can also do this. Hold on. Camera got a little janky. I should be able to move around.
Shadows.
Use black space. Oh, that's because everything is white right now. Go through the white wall.
Yeah, it's white and gray.
There it goes.
Gray.
And that's right there.
You know, when it comes to like I'll be playing like Fortnite in the VR realm, man. I don't know. That's when I think I'll stop playing video games. You know what I mean? I don't really want to be like almost like I'm shooting people and stabbing people. I don't want that. I just play video games on
Hey, it's
console.
epic.
Yeah, I'll probably like when it comes to VR, it'll be like exploring. You know, climbing mountains, flying in planes, parachuting. You know, just exploring. No killing. No fighting, no drama.
You already shooting in Fortnite.
I know. I want that experience for video games. You know, I'm an old school guy with joystick and shit, but I don't want to be playing like VR video games, Jason and Friday the 13th, or like Grand Theft Auto, because it's gonna be like real life, man. You hop in a car,
I
drive
played
your
GTA
street.
5 in
Yeah,
in VR. That's a game most people didn't play because it's not officially released.
yeah,
But that game is on point in VR. It's like you're really there driving the cars. Some people hook it up with their steering wheels and everything, so they can just drive the cars around the city.
Yeah, my boy's a solid gamer. He got that. I thought it was like, yeah, I want to play that GTA VR or something, man. He like beta test or whatever they call it, man. He's got the whole VR setup. He's got one with like a ball. He's got one with like a circle around where it has these belts, so you can run, but you don't get out of it. You know, so I mean, running, man. I mean, like boom, 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 run fast, because it's all these fucking fighting games, bro. I put it on. I'm like, no, I can't play. I got heart.
Hey, no,
man,
once you get into it, I snap it. Well, not get into it, I snap into the character. The same feelings I felt when I was pushing the button playing Street Fighter, trying to combos. When I first put on the boxing game, I had it on PlayStation 4, the VR. And the character was like the size is me, and the definition of it, I just kept observing like, yo, it's like this nigga standing right in front of me. And then when they start swinging the punch, like if you in it, you innately are going to want to duck. You are not going to want to stand there. Unless, well, at first I was like, as you kind of are, but your reflex is not going to want you to just stand there and take that punch. Like, that's how involved it gets you. Like, you can choose to sit there and be like, oh, this is a game. Oh, you're just fucking me up. I'm just nothing.
No, but your brain fills in the blanks and it reacts like
right away.
It tricks your brain. Yeah, it tricks your brain.
I used to watch this documentary when I was younger, and they was talking about the scientists studying people, watching people walk, and them actually walking, and then studying the part of the brain that usually lights up when it's walking. That's the only way they was able to like analyze to see if it's the same. And they were saying, hey, like it's real similar. And I was a kid like looking at this. So now with this technology, it's nothing new. It's just like, hey man, this is what it's supposed to be able to do. Like get you so immersed, like the art is working. Or it has a satisfactory button. Satisfying. Like get the
fucking brain, man. That's why they say it's proven, man. You're feeling sad, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling low. You do some exercise, makes your blood pumps your brain, and it's better than any pill, better than any drug. You know what I mean? And
an experience is better than any drug.
Yeah.
Experience is better. That's why they always say live life.
Exercise.
That's what is that life going to mean? It's going to change over time. But to the per individual, you just gotta live that life. Live that life you got. Not live the life like, oh, life is a big giant standards. Like, no, live that life. Live that life. Live that one.
You gotta make the best. Make the best with what you got, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, man? Not everybody can have everything, man. But you gotta make the best out of what you got, man. No matter what it is, relationship, finances, whatever the fuck it is.
You well said in VR.
Make the best of it.
You well said in VR, you will learn new layers of mind, how you react in new ways and more calculated. Yes, yeah, big that's why I feel so at home with VR and everything, because I'm like, this is just how I'm always working. I feel real at home, like the multi-dimensional aspect of it, the being able to zip there and there, and what constitutes a person. Like, who is it? The personality, or is it the actual physical? Is it like how do people present themselves? How much that really, and how that matters too. Like, why did you choose to come off as a Godzilla, or as a as a chipmunk or something like that? And just being in different simulations. Like, our brain is in a different simulations. The wind calculated differently. They trying to, the gravity is calculated differently. Everything is just a different simulation. So putting our minds through these physical simulations on earth is like good training, especially people that's never had like deep VR psychedelic experience, and for people that had it, like just to follow those breadcrumbs, follow those breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because people's gonna create those games where it's just pure psychedelic experience, where it's not one of those ones you're doing something walking around, maybe just sitting back and just going on a trip, and it was designed by somebody that did DMT or LSD. So it's gonna be like you don't even need it.
And you got to take something, and they have you take something before you put on the headset.
Or you could do it, yeah.
So
or
that you could be
take
ultra
something.
relaxed. Yeah, or you could take something too and do it.
Yeah, but bro, you're not going to need to, because the visuals is going to be like hypnotizing. And like people that can hypnotize people, they're like, if you ever done the drug, they can hypnotize you and you could feel the drug. If you never did fucking heroin and you don't know how it feels to do fucking heroin or cocaine, then he can't hypnotize you and tell you that feeling. But if you've done it before, then he can fucking hypnotize you and you could feel like, then you're not on nothing. All of a sudden, boom, you start, these people are puking. They never did no heroin. They never done it in 20 years. Maybe when they were 18, they did it. They fucked with it, but they remember how it felt. I seen this Tiriano, that the Spanish brother with the mustache in the Quentin Tarantino movies with the big tattoo on his chest.
No, I had to see it. I had to see
Tony
it.
Tony Tirano. Everybody knows who.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Who else in there?
I know the
Torino
name.
from LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from LA. He was fucking bodyguard and for fucking celebrities, but he was a gangster Mexican brother. He was in Blood In and Blood Out and some different Mexican mafia movies. But I don't know, the other day, for some reason, just tying it in, video
What happened?
up on YouTube, a YouTube about him. He was saying when he was in jail with Marilyn Manson, this guy, or not Marilyn, yeah, Marilyn Manson, no, Charles Manson. Manson.
I was going with it. I was like, yeah, that's right. I was like, wait a second.
Not Marilyn, Charles Manson. So he was in jail one time, and Charles Manson was in there, and he said his cell. Now that we're talking about people's devices, going to show this YouTube video is going to pop up. His cell, most cells were like 8 to a cell, but his cell was like 4 to a cell because they were known people. Toriano guy, and Manson was there, and some people were picking on him, whatever, you know what I mean. But he was still a crazy dude, but he wasn't what people would think. He was very quiet, different, but a mind manipulator. And the 4 guys that were the head of the mafia kind of vibes, they took a liking to him, man. They were cool with him because they can get him some weed, get him some shit, but also he was a hypnotist. They heard that he could hypnotize them, right? So fuck, enough of those guys did heroin, cocaine, but they're in jail, right? Even marijuana, whatever. And there was some guy, that's what
they locked everybody up for any kind of plant.
Yeah, Danny was saying that one guy that did do heroin or nothing, he just smoked marijuana, but he couldn't get the high because he didn't know the high. But the other two, the one high guy in the organization and Danny Torino, he was there because Manson wasn't sleeping in their cell, but they allowed him to sleep outside the cell so nobody would fuck with him. Charles Manson, before he went into solitaire for so long, but he was on that range, and they were sort of like protecting him because he had to link up with marijuanas, and you couldn't get no things in there, but he had people that send him all kinds of shit. So they were cool with him. But what they liked the most about him was that he could hypnotize them, because these guys on the street all hooked up on heroin. They can't get heroin inside and shit. He said, yo, true story, man. He said, this is true shit. Charles Manson would hypnotize him, bro. And him and his boy right away, bro. As soon as he fucking hypnotized him, they go puke in the toilet. He go puke in the sink, bro. Like he never did heroin for like a year, 2 years, and he been locked up, right? But
no, hypnotism
Charles
is there. Charles Manson was there. I read this book called Chaos.
Feel like they were, bro. And
I read this book called Chaos on Charles Manson. They was talking about that kind of stuff.
Vacation. He would make them have daydreams. They were in Hawaii, walking on their street free. Like he was a fucking wizard to them, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like through hypnosis, though. So I'm saying the brain.
He was so valuable. He was so valuable of a person that he was working with the government.
But he was working with the Mexican mafia and the Italians. Like even he was
well protected. Like, people knew what he was doing.
Everybody was cool with him. Everybody was like, they didn't want to fuck with him or nothing. But like it was no fear or nothing. He was like too small that didn't make no sense. But when they seen how things that he was getting, and like he was very sharing though. If he was on a range, he would like give enough people on the range canteen and everything. Like, you didn't have to try to bitch him or enforce him. But people always thought he was like some devil worshiper, Satan, this. But when people talked to him, they were like, okay, you want to play, he said, you want to play that angle. He was more on the psychedelics. Like apparently, like he did
Right,
a
he
lot
was.
of tripping.
He did
People gave him a
entice. He
lot of
did
acid.
entice murderers though.
Well, he didn't murder nobody. Yeah, but
No, I
he got the
say
girls to
he
murder him.
enticed.
Yeah,
He
take
enticed
the color.
murderers.
Yeah,
He
he
made
was
them.
known his
He knew
paperwork.
it. He
Yeah,
used that same hypnotism you talking
cult
about,
leader.
just in way
Yeah, he
different
murdered
ways,
him.
and flipped them or flipped the script on
It's
them so
true.
that they was the ones that got the punishment, and then the government was flipping the script on him so that they wasn't being known for what they was doing, because they was infiltrating the Black Panthers and some of the Ku Klux Klan in different ways, but mostly the Black Panthers in order to break them apart, and the hippie movement too, in order to make it
Yeah, well,
to
Charles Manson was
discredit
part
every
of the hippie
people
movement.
and make people
He
say
did
like,
the
hey, everybody
LSD.
that's doing LSD is murderers and they into all this
Don't forget fucking
occulted
the
shit.
Beach Boys,
Watch
brother.
your kids.
The young guy that chilled with Charles Manson, he died in the swimming pool, right? Because bad acid Charlie gave him, and that was supposed to be part of some next kind of government conspiracy, because the government was getting into like the hip people at the time, feeding them acid and bringing cocaine and heroin into their scene. And apparently, like Charles Manson was one of the coverts that were infiltrating these scenes. But after the Beach Boys brother died in the fucking pool, that was fucking like Michael Harris, Kevin Harris, like Brian Wilson. That was Brian Wilson's brother, one of those guys. But yeah, you check out that
Oh
story.
yeah,
Before that, Charles Manson was the cool guy that gave all the people in Hollywood acid. He was cool, right?
yeah.
Before he got crazy.
He wanted to be musician. He wanted to be a rock star. That was
Yeah,
his
but
whole
no one took
goal.
him serious, right? They laughed at him, and he didn't have money behind him, and also he was only like
Hey, what
5'4".
is his name?
So Hollywood sort of brushed
Goddamn
him out,
Brian.
and like I said, after the death of the fucking Beach Boy brother guy, that's when Hollywood kicked him out. Nobody wanted to deal with him, so then he became like a little cult status. You know, those are the Charles Manson that they know then. Yeah, he didn't go do it. He sent the girls. But even the girls get out. The one girl got out, moved up here to fucking Canada or something, but she don't want nothing to do with him.
That's his
So
name. Hey,
find out,
it's this
people find out where she's at.
Big Chill. You got to figure out about this new guy. Well, he's not kind of new. He's been out for a while. His
New
name
guy, who's that?
his name is Darren Brown. He's a famous hypnotist over there in the UK and stuff like that. Let me bring it up right here. But he'll bring up people on stage and have them doing some wild stuff. And like he say that he don't on stage, he always say he don't believe in anything. He don't believe in spirits or none of that. Yeah. But the things that he has people do just based off of what he knows and
at random to come up.
What he inherently works with that he don't like always talk about out loud. He just be finding out information about people. He get, you know what a hypnotist be doing. Not, and it'd be way past just the quack like a duck. Like he be going way far.
Yeah, there's a few
trying
American
to see if I can
ones.
find a good one.
Yeah, there's an American dude too, man. There's a few of him on cruise ships, and he has his own show, pre-COVID. But fucking yeah, there's a few good American hypnotists too, man. There's a few guys. I've seen a few videos before.
I guess I'll just click on this one. Can you
And
see
them
this
come up
on
here as quick
Discord?
as you can.
Hold on, I'm about to I guess I gotta
No.
I gotta change the screen. Not the quality. Bada bang, bada boom. There we go. Did it change up?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if my Discord is freezing or what the F is going on. Something's going on.
There we go.
Doesn't want to let me see it. All right, there you go. I see it.
Wait a second. How are they playing this, but they wouldn't let me play Digimon?
See that? Somebody copyrighted them. They got greedy. They want the monetizing of it. They'll probably monetize you because you played the sound anyways. Who knows, man? That's the bots. AI, man.
This is all just for research purposes, comedy reviews. I'm speculating on some subjects. Creative common use. All right, let's
We
play.
did that by throwing the monkey, and the first person I want to come from the dress circle.
Okay.
So if we bring up the house lights,
I'm gonna see what
whoever's got the
happened.
monkey should be somewhere around Danny. Right, sir, stand up. We want to get it up into the dress circle. Go on, go on. Excellent, well done. Oh. Nicely done, okay.
Ooh, that's loud.
Stand up for us.
He is a stage magician as well.
You are number 1 of 5.
Well, hopefully this one.
Gonna choose
I don't want to see his skills though. I want to see his hypnotist skills, not his sleight of hand. Hold
When you
on.
catch the monkey, this is what you do. You need to get up here as
Hopefully
quick as
this
you
is a
can,
good one
but
though.
You also need to throw the monkey again to choose the next person, all right? So if you catch it, you need to head up here, throw the monkey again. Do you want to throw it down here for the next person, sir? Excellent, here it comes. Somebody catch that. Stand up, throw it again. You head down here as quick as you can.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing. I forgot to say that. He said that Digimon had the next level stuff. I don't say them beans blocked it.
Throw the monkey again. Give it a good throw. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now you're gonna have to work to share this information.
Quick as you can. Give them a big hand. Thank you very much.
It makes me wonder about this.
What's your name? Charlotte. Charlotte, let's put you over here, Charlotte. You can stand right. No, just there for me would be great. Thank you, Charlotte. And you are? Philippa, stand right in the middle for me. That'll be lovely. Hello. Hello, what's your name? Tony. Tony, we'll put you over here. Tony, if you can stand.
Hold on. This is taking too long. It gotta be a better one. They used to always pop up like full episodes on YouTube, but I guess they took them off. What's this one? Oh, this is the last one I'm gonna try to play.
Thoughts on crystal energy, crystal healing power, that kind of thing. What are your kind of thoughts on that?
I'm kind of open on it. It wouldn't be my natural inclination.
But you clearly are sort of, in your heart, quite sceptical about it as a...
It would never have been my port of call, no.
I sort of don't believe in it, or certainly don't believe in a lot of it. But I think, like a lot of these things, there are little nuggets of truth in it that have sort of got blown out of proportion and exaggerated. And with crystals and so on, what it's based on is the scientific fact, if you like, that we are all molecular beings. We're all made of molecules which vibrate. Crystals also vibrate, and they vibrate at different and discrete frequencies, and sometimes those frequencies will work in harmony with or against other things that are vibrating, like us, for example. And you get people that can't wear quartz watches, and it's because their own vibration, if you like, is sort of overwhelming this tiny bit of quartz, which is too close to their own vibration, or working against it somehow, and their watch consistently stops. But what's interesting about it is that you can use it the other way. If you take a larger piece of quartz, you can use it to override or interfere with the person's own kind of energy flow, if you want to use that word. So look, I'll show you this because it's really interesting. Take your 2 fingers, like that, as if, and just lift up the mug. Perfect, and put it back down again. So it's relatively comfortable. It's not the odd angle, maybe.
Yeah.
And this is a game of hypnotism too, the way you're talking and everything.
I want you to do the same thing, but I'm going to put one of these on the back of your hand, so you might need to just sort of try and get the back of your hand flat. That's it, perfect. Okay, so just keep that on the table for now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the other aspect, what I think makes these things work, especially when you start getting into the healing end, is people's expectation that something's going to happen. You create that yourself.
Yeah.
So that psychological aspect of it is important. I want you to look at the quartz, and you listen to me, and just imagine that hand becoming weaker and weaker. And as you do that, as you keep focusing on the quartz, genuinely try and lift the mug, while at the same time you focus on that kind of energy sapping
I want the background music
out of your hand. Really try, just with those 2 fingers. Go on, just try. What's happening as you're trying?
Okay. Yeah.
And heavy?
I'm gonna drop it.
Really heavy?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
So what was, just as you were doing that, what did that feel like?
God, it felt really heavy. It felt stupidly heavy, yeah.
And you genuinely
stupidly
tried?
heavy.
I was trying. No, I don't want to help you at all.
No.
No.
So you're genuinely trying?
I was exerting the same amount of pressure.
Try this, it works in ways. Stand up.
Alright, what he got next?
I'll stick with the
This is better than I thought.
You're going to put this in the other hand. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
That's what I thought. Okay, so hold that there.
Hold it.
Right.
Okay.
So with your other hand, You're going to hold on to just the...
And what are y'all thoughts on this in the chat as it's playing along?
Just hold it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now try not to move.
Okay.
Okay, so what you get is a warmth coming from this, first of all, that will move along here and along this hand to the pencil. So it'll take a moment, and you have to kind of imagine it a little bit, but it's just sort of, again, it's just that sort of weakness. Just gently, just try and lift the pencil straight up. Nothing? Try again.
Stupid.
Nothing?
No.
You genuinely trying?
Yeah, well, I'm lifting a pencil.
Try again.
How hard can it be?
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Excellent. You can let go of that.
I'm sweating.
You are. No, you are. You absolutely.
Is that sexual energy?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Brilliant.
Quite complicated. Work
You're like, I feel something.
At the same time. There is a form of crystal that we carry around with us all the time that we don't really think of as crystals, but it works on crystalline energy. And what have you got? It's a mobile phone. Have you got one on you?
Yes.
Okay. Now we've got your number, so can you put?
Or somebody screaming.
Can you put it to settings for me?
It's all good.
It's from me. Are you sweating?
That's. Oh no, there we go. Yeah.
All right, great. Has it got Bluetooth on it? These Bluetooth?
No, I don't think so.
Does it got Bluetooth on it?
Can't show you this because I'm not supposed to know about this myself, so I don't want you knowing. Okay.
I gotta keep interrupting a bit, just in case no copyright.
Crisps and sandwich, and just hold them.
Or, can y'all handle
I'm gonna
this?
hold this on the back of your neck. In a moment, I'm gonna get somebody to call you. All right. What you'll feel is you should get like a prickling feeling in the back of your neck. All right. It is safe. It's only gonna be for like a minute or so. All right. When I tell you to, you're gonna try and lift the plate up. Can we call, please? Thank you. Can you feel that?
Yep.
Okay.
I saw this other guy do this to people at the gym, Dynamo, so-called take away people's strength, or had them think they wasn't that strong or something.
Keep trying, all right? Just keep focusing on this, just keep focusing, keep trying to lift it. Right up, tug, hard as you can, keep going. Excellent, thank you for that. You'll get a few sort of malignant headaches the next couple of days, and then...
And the critics will say it's either that or some good acting.
Rubbish, right? But I did need you doing it.
Yeah, of course, I'm happy to believe that.
Excellent, please do. Thank you very much indeed.
All I can say is
But I don't think Darren did anything. I think the guy did everything himself.
Because that feels like lead now, you know.
I think it was all in his own mind.
Doing something mental, or we both.
I don't know. I don't really think he did anything to him. But convince him of his own reality. But yeah, Big Chill. That was pretty long. But that's what I was that's Darren Brown. I used to watch him a lot when I was younger. Very interesting character. He doesn't do the Oh, yep. They did take it off. Big Chill. They took it off YouTube.
Hey, the power of the mind, man. The power of the mind. Crazy.
They's like, you're not showing that.
Like, that somebody can influence you. They're like, that's wild.
Yeah. I gotta share that video on the Discord. Hold on, can I stop the live and... Dang. I'm gonna have to end that one.